It's getting ready for the Hot Air Jubilee because the Ellis Sharp Museum is participating. The Director of Development and Communications, Shawn Stenberg, back with us. Hi, Shawn.
Hey, how are you doing today, Bart?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
So this will be your first Hot Air Jubilee.
This is my first Hot Air Jubilee. I'm kind of stoked about it. We're doing something different this year at the museum to try and spice things up a little bit.
Well, the good news is the museum is participating.
Yeah, we're going to be open. I believe the hours are from either 4 or 5 until 9. In the evening, we're going to match the afternoon hours for the show, and we're going to be offering planetarium shows on the half hour every half hour at the planetarium, and we're also going to be offering house tours in Ellis House, and we're going to have the galleries so people can walk through the galleries, and for $5 you can get into all 3.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So it's our first year participating, and we're really excited about making it fun for everyone.
Yeah, that really is. It's your first time participating really in this full-blown capacity, but in the past you've been a host to the balloons, the pilots, you've been headquarters and the staging area, so the museum's always been a part of the festival while it's been at the park, but this year everyone's going to be invited in.
I got something really cool to share with you too about the planetarium show itself. So this planetarium show is going to be an actual hot air balloon ride. So folks will be able to come into the museum, or go into the planetarium anyway, and they'll be able to sit and experience a real hot air balloon ride within the planetarium. It's pretty amazing.
Sounds like an awesome idea. Have you ever yourself been in a hot air balloon?
So I have never personally been in a hot air balloon. My time in the Army, I've known people that have jumped out of them before, like they get their Belgian jump wings and you jump out of an airplane.
Because they had to?
Yeah, they had to. Well, they wanted to and had to. Well, once you're up in anything with the military, you kind of have to exit the aircraft in one way or another. But yeah, when you jump out of a helicopter, when you jump out of a hot air balloon, you can actually hear the rubber bands flip off of your parachute as you go. It's pretty wild. It's creepy at the same time, but it's cool.
It really is. It's amazing to me, the sound. The times I've been in a hot air balloon, you can hear everything.
Yeah.
There's no engine.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, the burner for the propane, but other than that, it's just completely silent.
Yeah.
And you can hear conversations in people's backyards. Sound travels up.
Well, that's creepy and cool at the same time, Bart. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can hear. I don't think they can hear down there as well as we can hear up there.
No, I don't think they could. Probably the wind and all the other stuff up there is kind of absorbing the sound. At the Hot Air Jubilee, if people aren't into getting into the hot air balloon rides and things like that, we're having some special activities too where kids can actually build a balloon within our facility too, and they can walk out of there, so it's kind of cool.
You know, that is, I think, just one of the disappointments people over the years have said, gee, it's a hot air balloon festival, I want to go on a hot air balloon. Well, it's not. We just don't. There's just not the capacity to offer rides for so many reasons. But there's plenty to see, and this is as close as you can get to experience what it's like as that planetarium show.
Exactly, and we do need some volunteers. So if anybody wants to come volunteer to help out at the museum to support the festival, we're looking for about 23 more folks. So any help we can get would be wonderful.
And that's this weekend. They need you. Just call the museum?
Yep, just call the museum and that's it.
All right. You also have, let's talk about your new planetarium director.
Yeah, so we got a planetarium operator. He's fantastic. His name's Travis Marlowe, and he's an astrophysicist out of Tennessee. And the kid is fantastic. I say he's kid because he's younger than me, but the kid's awesome. So on the 31st of July, we're actually going to have a planetarium show that, you know how they discovered that new stuff? The NASA discovered the new galaxy?
Just last week.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to show some insight to that on the 31st of July. And it's going to be fantastic. So we're excited to have that on board. And we're going to start increasing the amount of planetarium shows we have. We're going to start by increasing our weekends as we're growing the museum and getting back to normal. And then as we get used to the normal weekends, we're going to start pulling in more hour by hour, hopefully, planetarium shows throughout the week too, to help support the community. So that's kind of what we have going on there.
Yeah, and it's really, for many years, not a regular schedule. We just have special events.
Yeah, it hasn't had a regular schedule for a number of years, so we're kind of excited to do that. So yeah, and that's actually one of our patio parties is going to be dedicated towards space. It's our last one, which is going to be pretty awesome.
All right, so that's news too. But first on the planetarium today, we were talking before the show, this is Tony Hurst's birthday. Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony.
And it's his dad, Peter Hurst.
Yes.
That the founder of AeroQuip, who was a benefactor and provided the funding for this planetarium.
Oh my gosh, if it wasn't for the Hearst family supporting us at the planetarium and getting the show going the way it is, I mean, just think of the amazing things that they brought to the community through it. It's fantastic.
Yep. Yes, thanks to the Hearst family. Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony.
I'll say, so patio parties,
Yes.
they're back.
Oh my gosh, so patio parties are back, and this time we have 3 themed events. First of all, it's brought to us by Patricia Egger. So Pat was able to come in, and she was able to give us the opportunity to bring patio parties back this year. And we've had some rumblings about how it was proposed to everybody during COVID, or just everybody's got an opinion to do something different during COVID. And
100 people, 100 ideas.
100 people, 100 ideas. And everyone's awesome. So we had to pick the best ones out of them. So we came up with 3 themed events. It's about history, which is our first one. And we're going to have the mayor, Daniel Mahoney, he's going to be speaking to us. And we're going to have Larry Sumner Jr., he's going to play. And the mayor's going to be able to speak to us. He's going to have about 10 or 15 minutes to talk about history and the meaning of change. And so that's pretty exciting. We're going to have food there brought to us by Shorty's Eats, Treats, and Sweets, or Sweets, Treats, and Eats. It's awesome, but the food is just amazing. She's going to be bringing nachos and a nacho bar for us, to be able to taco and nacho bar, which is kind of exciting.
Good idea.
So that's our first event.
That's July 28th, the first patio party.
July 28th, 5 to 7, and that's when it's going to be. The next one is on August 25th. And August 25th, we're going to have the Detroit Social Club will be playing. It's an amazing band out of Detroit, obviously, and we're going to have catering by Sylvia's. It's Sylvia's Catering is going to be providing it, and Clay Andrews will be speaking with us. And Clay will be speaking about art and Bright Walls. So our second theme is art. So you get the idea: history, art, and the last one is going to be science. Mm-hmm. So for our last planetarium show on September 29th, Travis Marlowe, our astrophysicist, planetarium operator, he's going to be doing a show about. He's going to speak to us briefly about science. He's going to have some telescopes out there. We're going to talk about the moon, so you can see that and understand what that looks like with the naked eye. And it's going to be a great night. And in addition to that, we're going to have some more music. And our guest for the music this time is going to be Steve Berkmeyer. So a Jackson favorite will be there. And we're going to have Shorty there to provide Shorty's Eats, Sweets, and Treats as well for that meal. So that's our patio party wrap up for the year. We're pretty excited. Oh, all right. Cost it's free for museum members. So if you're a museum member, it's free. And if you'd like more information about it, you can go to our website. It's all the information is there, and you can register. We only have 100 seats available for each one of these shows. So pre-registration is really is really, really important. And if you're not a museum member, it's $10 for the public.
Well, there's reason right there to join the museum.
It is. You get a free meal, free music, an engaging conversation about things that are awesome. And if you want to go through the galleries while you're there, we'll probably make something like that happen too.
So if you were to take advantage of all 3 patio parties, you pretty much cover the cost of your membership.
Yeah, pretty much, especially if you bring a partner with you. You know, it's $30, $60. It's almost, that's a couple membership to the museum. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Good. I know the patio parties were very popular, and then the pandemic kind of wrecked everything.
I'd like to thank Pat Eckert again, Pat Eckert for giving us this opportunity, and with that donation, it really gives us the opportunity to experiment with patio parties different this year, so we can make it right. So we're pretty excited.
Yes, Pat Eggert, a patio party attendee. I don't think she missed one.
No, she didn't. Nope. She's fantastic.
So thanks, Pat, for sponsoring the patio parties. That's coming up. Let's see, next week.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Yeah, if you don't get your ticket soon, you're probably not going to be able to. It's linked right to my email, and I got to tell you, that thing is going off like mad all the time. And it's the first one is almost full, so please hop on there and get a ticket while you can.
So how are you enjoying your first summer in Jackson?
So it's my first summer here in 20 years. So I got to tell you, 20 years in Jackson has made it look entirely different. Mm-hmm. I don't remember 20 years ago where there being so many festivities and things like that when I ran the Army recruiting station over here. I do not remember seeing this much activity. In the downtown area of Jackson, it is truly come a long way. And I got to tell you, how am I enjoying Jackson from knowing how it used to be to seeing how it is today? I would put it a gold star, or give it 5 stars, or whatever you want to call it. I just think it's really fantastic to see our community go the way it's going.
It's great to hear that perspective from someone that was away for that long. Yeah. And you literally were not, you had not even set foot in Jackson all those 20 years.
No, maybe once on a weekend in an odd hour we'd come visit family and say hey, or a birthday party. It wasn't to hang out in Jackson, it was just to go see family. So when now living here and tasting it, it's impressive. And it's nice to be a part of change in a positive way.
It's the place to be.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Shawn. Thanks for coming in and all the things you and your team are doing for this weekend and this summer at the Ellis Short Museum.
Well, thanks for having us, Bart.
You bet. All kinds of fun at the museum this weekend as part of the Hot Air Jubilee, thanks to the Director of Development and Communication, Shawn Stenberg. We've got